Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Natalie. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm so glad to have you guys here today. In today's video, we're just gonna have fun coloring on a sketchbook page, so grab your sketchbooks if you want to join me, or just chill. Let's have fun together and let's jump right into the video. This is a fun sketchbook page with just some characterized fish on it. I had so much fun drawing these little guys, and I didn't really have a whole lot of reference for any of them. I was just trying to make shapes, like this one right here is like a half moon fish, I guess you could call it. And so I tried to keep similar shapes throughout the whole fish, and I kind of themed all of the little fish on this page around a shape. But I had so much fun doing these, and I just knew I had to color them. So one of the things I was considering was, do I want to do all different colors? Do I want to do them all the same colors? And I settled on doing analogous color schemes for each separate fish. So for this one, it's going to be purple, blue, and green, which are all analogous colors on the color wheel. And I thought it would just challenge me to work with a limited color palette and different values and hues in those palettes, and I'm so glad I did because it was so incredibly fun. This little fish, I know it's the first one y'all are seeing, but it might be my favorite. So I am using alcohol markers to color these illustrations. I used all sorts of brands. I had some Ohuhu markers, some Ohuhu art markers, like the really old ones before they had brush tips, because when I first bought my Ohuhu markers, they didn't have brush tips, and they literally came out with the brush tips like a month after I just bought mine. So I was a little bummed out about that, but I want to use them up and they work really well. And then I think I used a couple of Copics. Moving on, we had this little goldfish. This was based off of the shape of a triangle. I thought it'd be really cute to add a little dot eye on this one. So this one, I was wanting to kind of go for the koi fish effect where they have little splotches of color all over them, but I wanted it to like blend and transition where it's not like you have orange and then black and then white. I wanted it to be kind of blended together. I have some marker paper that I tested all of these colors out on, and the marker paper shows up so much more vibrant than it does on the sketchbook page. It still looks great on here. I'm using an Illo sketchbook. I love using alcohol markers in their sketchbooks. They are wonderful for that, but they do look a little bit dull compared to some other papers, but that's just me being picky. But this one I wanted to just go with a really blended, really flowy effect. I wasn't trying to keep necessarily the triangle shape as the theme, just more of like the shape of the fish for each one of these. This one was analogous colors of orange, pink, and yellow. Yes, I know it should be red and yellow, but I wanted to do pink, so I went ahead and did that, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out with all those little kind of flowy marks, and then the adorable little dot eye. That one was so fun. And then moving on to our third fish in this video. This one's supposed to be long, kind of, I don't want to say ovally shapes, just long shapes in general. This one, I think, was one of the last fish I sketched on this page, so I kind of ran out of shape ideas. But I wanted a really long, narrow fish, and so this was that fish, and I knew the minute I saw this one, I wanted to have like a blue racer stripe on this one. like a really fast fish. And when I first started coloring this, it kind of reminded me of the colors of Flounder from The Little Mermaid, and I did not want to go for that, but that was totally not intentional. But I was going to bring in some green because my analogous color scheme for this one is yellow, green, and blue. So you'll see me bringing that in here with one of my Copic CO markers. And this one was really easy to color. It probably took me the least amount of time. But I love how happy this fish looks. Like, he just looks like a little happy racer dude. And I don't know, it just, these little fish bring me so much pleasure and like so much joy when I look at them. I didn't get to coloring all the fish in this video. I will try to make a part 2 where I color the other 2. Like I said, I have not had a whole lot of time for art lately, but I did finally find a little bit of time, and so I had so much fun coloring these little guys. So I wasn't planning on doing line art for these, but I decided I would like to add a little bit of an outline, and I wanted to do it in color, so I have my Arteza markers here, and I just tried to color match as closely as I could, which was pretty easy to do, as Arteza has a huge selection of colors for their line art marker pens. So I just swatched them on my marker page over here, just trying to find what would work best but also show up, and just put a little bit of a more defining line on the outline of these fish and just bringing out some of those lines, because I did do a lot of blending, which kind of let the marker lines that I did make fade. And I'm really glad I decided to do this, even though I wasn't planning on it initially, because it just really made it crisp and clean and just easy on the eyes. I had so much fun with these fish, and I don't usually do these random sporadic pages like this, but I think I kind of want to do more like this. And one of my sketchbook goals for this year was to just have fun and not think too hard about it, and I really didn't. This one did kind of turn into a project, but it wasn't necessarily like as big of a deal as most of my projects are, because I kind of just picked some colors and went with it. I didn't think too hard about it. The fish all took me like hardly any time at all to draw, and it was just fun. I had so much fun, and it felt so good to do art after not doing it for quite some time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed these little happy fish. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 where I color the other fish. I already have colors planned out for them. I just have to find time to actually color them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had fun. If you did, consider subscribing. Leave a comment down below what fish was your favorite one, and if you have any name suggestions for these 5 fish, I'd love to hear them. I have some ideas, but I could always use some suggestions, and I hope you guys had fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye everybody, and happy creating!